Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, if you're just coming across this channel for the very first time, my name is Good News. Please don't make this your last. Consider subscribing to the channel. Click on the post notification bell to be the very first person to get notified each time I post any new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by to watch my videos. So in today's video, it's basically a sit down video. I've not done a sit down video in a long while. I've not done any interesting sit down video in a long while. So today I just thought, okay, let me just share one or two stories of my life with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this video as much as it's an experience I don't always want to remember, but I just thought, okay, let me just share it. Let me just get it over and done with, because I've always wanted to share this story, but somehow I always find myself being very sad whenever I feel like sharing this story. But today, let's just get it out of the way and we just be done with it. So this period, I've heard a couple of people share this story here and there. People even come to church to give testimonies of how they were saved from this particular set of people, right? So my own story happened in 2015. That's basically almost 8 years, right? I guess I wrote JAM for about 3 times. So the third time I finally got into the university. So Nigerian universities, when they offer you admission, you have to pay a certain amount of money that's called acceptance fee. I don't know if that is being done in private universities, but I know that they do it in federal and state universities. So we're asked to pay a certain amount of money. I think during that period ours was 15,000 naira. My state was 15,000 naira. We asked to pay it into the bank just so that you can confirm your admission with them. So we asked to pay, and my dad gave me this money to go and pay, and he also gave me money to go and pay for my grandmother, like my grandma, for his mom as well. So I got the money. I think I was with about 40,000 naira or thereabouts, 40 or 50k. I can't really place how much I was with, but I know I was at about 40 to 50,000 naira. It's between that range. So I boarded a KK. From my house to the bank, it's more like about 200 naira. Yes, 200 naira going, 200 naira coming back. That's more like 400 naira. So I boarded a KK, started the journey. I wasn't the only one in the KK. Along the way, stopped to pick like 2 people. That's more like 3 in the KK, plus the driver of the KK, making it 4. If you don't know what a KK is, if you're not a Nigerian, it's a tricycle. That's what KK means, basically a tricycle. So we started the journey. At some point, other people dropped. Since my journey was just a straight way, so other people stopped along the way. The man was supposed to just take me directly to the bank. So this particular man entered the KK with me, and before then I don't know why I never heard stories of like people getting hypnotized in KK, and then they'll get everything, all your properties, money, ATM cards, they'll get everything. So this KK guy started the conversation first. He said that, oh, this man he's just new in Akwa Ibom, that he wants to go and drop him in a certain place. I think this man, when he came into the KK, he told the driver that, oh, he's just new here, that he doesn't know his way around, that if this man can actually take him to certain place like that. So the KK man turned and asked me, oh, please, don't be angry. This man here is new in town and he doesn't know his way around that. I hope I don't mind he drops the guy where the guy has asked him to drop him. I was like, okay, no problem. He's new here, so I can as well help. So the man started talking. He was like that he sells designer bags, sells designer shoes, sells designer clothing, if I'm interested. And as a young girl at that time, bags, shoes, clothes, it entered my eye. So it was like that. He asked them that his warehouse, he's heading to his warehouse now. The thing you didn't even click in my head. You said you don't know your way around, but you are heading to your warehouse. I didn't even click in my head. So he said if I would love to come and see his product. At that point, I already got myself involved in the conversation. So I was not even aware of what was going on. I was hypnotized. Like, I wasn't even aware of myself anymore. Everything he was saying, I was just answering. Everything he was saying, I was answering yes, 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 yes. So I said yes, that he should take me. Let me go and see designer bag, see designer shoe. I don't even know if in my head I wanted to use my acceptance fee and the money they gave me to go and send for my grandma to go and buy bags, shoes, and clothing. So he was like, okay. The KK man, the KK guy took us to that place. And funny enough, the place was a familiar place. A very big school is located, very big school in Akwa Ibom is located around that area. So, and my younger siblings, that was their primary school. So I was like, okay. They entered the streets, went really, really deep, warehouses. You can't really find houses there. It was just one house that was there. So he said he stepped down. He said he wants to go into the house. I should just chill in the KK and wait. He went inside, came out again, entered the KK. To be very honest, I still did not know myself. So we started driving to the road again. Went out of the street, drove into the road. They now asked me where I wanted to go to. I said I wanted to go to the bank. So I was like, okay, that they are going to go and drop me in a bank. Oh. But first off, I should check under, like, I should get up. The place I was sitting down, I was going to find a tooth, like a human tooth. That's one. I was going to find a tooth under myself, that the tooth was going to come out of myself, and I'll carry it. And I was on my period. I was on my monthly period. That point, I was on my monthly period. That point, so I just stood up. Tooth just, I don't even know where the tooth came out from. To be very honest, I don't know where it came out from. But actually, I saw the tooth under myself. So I took it, like, give me the tooth. I gave him the tooth. So I was like, I did not recollect myself, you guys. So he branched Mama Put. When I mean Mama Put, I mean all these people that sell food on the roadside. He branched, they asked the lady to mix salt and water for me to drink. After mixing salt and water, it was more like salt water solution. They mixed it for me. I drank. After drinking it, they dropped me in front of the bank. I wanted to go and do my business. Dropped me in front of the bank. He passed, the KK passed. I went into the bank. I just knew that I was going into the bank to do something. I went into the bank. I filled the deposit slip. I was about bringing out the money to pay in the people. Lo and behold, that is when my senses, and that's when I came back to my senses. I was like, what just happened? Like, what just happened? Like, it felt like it was like a dream. I was so confused. And the banker, like the bank guy that was attending to me, asked me for my number. I was so disorganized. I told him, okay, Oga, let me go outside and withdraw. Let me use the ATM. My money is not complete here. Let me use the ATM. That I was going to come back in a short while. I wrote down my number. I gave it to him. I left. And the funny thing is, I was with 500 naira in my hand. So the only money I was with was the 500 naira I had in my hand. That was the only money that they didn't take from me. So all the money that was in my bag, it was taken. My ATM card was gone. I thank God I went and blocked my ATM card, but everything was just gone. I was just left with nothing. I started crying. I was crying like a baby. See me. How old was I then? I think I was around 19 or so. I think it was 19 or 20. I cried. I cried. My dad was still in service that time. I was still in service at that time. So I went to the hospital, his place of work, and I went to his office. My daddy was with his friends. I went there. I was crying. I could not even explain myself to my dad. I couldn't explain what happened. So when I finally gathered myself, I told him everything that happened. My dad was just laughing. In my mind, I'm like, oh God, let this man not think that I am duping him or that I'm carrying his money to go and eat and all of that. That's when my dad now opened up to me that, oh, it has happened to him before. He went to a bar and he doesn't know how it happened inside the bus, They just took all the money that he had with him. He was going to buy stuffs for, I don't know, obviously I don't really know, but he was going to buy stuffs in a bar, and they just took all the money he had on him, and he had to go and withdraw another money and come back to the house. So when my dad explained that to me, I was like, okay, my heart just calmed down small. Okay, this thing don't happen to my papa. Now, this thing don't happen to my papa. At least he has an idea of what I'm going through. So when I went back to the house, I was still very traumatized. My dad gave me money again, just my acceptance fee. He gave me my acceptance fee. I went and paid it into the bank because there was a due date for that money to be paid. So I had to go and pay it. And then I went to the house. I was so traumatized. I think I was traumatized for a week. I was so traumatized, bruh. I was really traumatized. And my sisters, they were so helpful. They were caring. My sister had to come and share her own experience, as she was almost duped. If not that she has heard stories before, so she just kept quiet. She was not involved in the conversation, and they were not able to get her. So yes, I just don't know why they didn't share this story with me. They didn't share any of their stories with me. So from that point, anytime I enter inside a bus or I use KK, I don't get involved in any freaking conversation. Even if I know you, like I just entered the KK and I saw you and I know you, after greeting you, please don't start any conversation and expect me to answer, because I know the answer. And there was another time this thing almost happened to me. This one was an Oyibo person. He came inside the bus. He was like, oh, can I have your number? My mouth was, I don't know, my mouth was sealed. It was shut. I had students to teach because I bake. I had students to teach, and I was with like 40k in my purse. I kept quiet though. My student was talk now, answer him now. My mouth was shut. When I got out of the, in fact, I was getting so irritated. I just told the driver, please let me just step down. I stepped down. I told my students, see, this thing you are seeing, this is how they dupe people inside the bus. This is how they dupe people inside KK. So anytime you see people starting very unnecessary conversation with you inside a KK or just an Uber or whatever, just literally keep quiet. Keep your mouth shut. So yeah, that's what happened. And like I said, I was so traumatized, but I grew out of that experience. It was just a one-time experience, so I know now. I know better. And this period, the election is fast approaching. They are just duping people anyhow, kidnapping people. That's how they even do to kidnap people. They'll just hypnotize you. You don't even know yourself anymore, and then piam, you're off. They don't carry you go or do one or two things to you. So yeah, I hope you guys learn to keep quiet when you are inside the KK. You don't know anybody. They're just strangers trying to engage you in a conversation. Just keep your mouth shut. I think if you keep your mouth shut, they won't be able to have their effect, won't be able to get to you. So yeah, that's just my story. I'm so happy I've gotten this story out of the way. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you want more stories, see, I have plenty stories. I have plenty life lessons that I would want to share with you guys. A lot of stories that I would love to share with you guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, this sit down video, please let me know in the comment section. And if you've had this experience before, let me know in the comment section how you felt. Hope they didn't do anything to you guys, like anything serious. If they did anything serious, also let me know in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.